G'day all, welcome back to the backyard. Mark here again. A couple of things. Going to do something I thought I'd never ever do. Because I'm no expert on bows. So I really have no right to give an opinion on the design of bows and things like that. But anyhow, I've got this little bow that I've had for a while. It's cheap for Chinese made bow, mass produced bow. That I want to show you. But just before I do that, I'd like to introduce you to a new member of the family. Ta-da! We've got a GB Mongolian Yuan style bow. Again, from AF Archery. 40-pound draw weight. Not exactly correct though. The draw weight of the bow at 27 inches with my draw length, my little bow scale here, is actually just over 42 pounds at 27 inches. So if you had another couple of pounds onto that, which would probably take it up to about 45 pounds. So one thing I will admit, I think it was even heavier when I first got it after shooting it for a while. It shot in a little bit. It's a little bit more supple in the limbs. But yeah, completely different to shoot. Flatter grip. Still trying to figure it out. So anyhow, once I get this thing sorted out with some arrows, we'll have a better look at it. I'll just give you my thoughts on it. It's a 58 inch from knock to string knock on either end, obviously, which is really good for starters. If you're looking at this style of archery, there's no finger pinch. Yeah, really good. So that's just a little bit on that one for starters. And now the other bow, I just wanted to show you. I think you've seen me shooting this swing draw practice. But from what I can gather, this is a triangle bow. I think it's a reflex deflex. When the bow's unstrung, the limb comes right out, does a nice smooth arc, and it looks like a bit of a copy of the Bodnik Hunter stick. But I'm sort of embarrassed to say that out of all my bows shooting here in the backyard at just over 18 metres, I'm probably the most accurate with it. And I think it's just due solely to the design of the bow. It probably suits me because I've got a short draw length. This is only 54 inches from knock to knock, so it's quite short bow. So if you have a short draw length, this bow would probably be good for you, because as all the experts say, if you've got a short draw, you're better off with a slightly shorter bow. You get more out of the limbs rather than having a longer bow. Now it's not really cut to centre, it's a bit off centre. And I've even got some suede leather, durable suede leather on the arrow shelf there, which actually puts it out even a little bit further, but that doesn't matter, you just get used to that. Yeah, it's a Flemish twist string on it that I put on it, and it's quite noisy. So we've got these string silencers on it, so it really rings. Now it's a mass-produced bow out of China, and I will say, I'll be honest with you, it feels a lot like a cheaper bow to shoot. It's not the quietest. As I say, it feels like a cheaper bow to shoot. but it's accurate. That's the thing that I can't get over. Maybe this is the style of bow that suits me the best. So what I'm telling you now is just based on my own personal experience with this bow. As you can see with the grip, it's not a full-on sort of grip like you find on most recurves, and it's not flat. But with my grip, it's nearly like a target bow grip with the loose fingers on the front, with just a little, so you don't drop the bow when you shoot it. Still getting pressure in the on the base of the thumb there. Even pressure on the base of the thumb and sort of driving the web into it a little bit. When you draw it, it feels so stable. This is what I can't get over with this design of bow. So that's what this video is about. If you're just starting into archery and looking at all different styles of bow, you'd probably look at this and go, oh, yuck, what an ugly looking thing, you know. But I bought this as a knockaround bow to throw in the car, you know, with a few arrows and a target to shoot if I was off anywhere and needed to fill in some time. I had somewhere to shoot. But this thing has surprised me a hell of a lot. It's got 5 laminations in the limb. It's obviously all done with sheet fiberglass, bamboo, sheet fiberglass, more bamboo, and the last lamination there is obviously sheet fiberglass again. Now I don't know whether it's that centre lamination there that runs through the limb. It really gives it stability when you draw the bow. So yeah, the bow design, I was quite surprised with it. So I'll shoot some arrows now. I was shooting earlier and I was pulling in some really nice groups. Actually destroyed a few arrows on the golf ball that are hanging up down there. I put the leather grip on it, which I've just formed it onto the grip with some hot melt glue. As you can see, the grip's, you know, pretty shiny. I shoot it a lot. It's a little bit, you know, my go-to bow. As I say, it's my preferred bow when I decide I want to do some swing draw. So yeah, because it's so small and so light, very manoeuvrable. So anyhow, let's shoot some arrows. $420 grains, carrying 200 grains up front, 31 inches long. I like a nice long arrow because I don't know what they call me, my type of shooting, whether I'm instinctive or split vision, I don't care. I don't care about the label, but all I know in my peripheral vision, I see this arrow, I see this straight line at the target, so that's just my way of shooting. So let's see what we can do. Hopefully I won't disgrace myself. I'll just shoot basically blank barrel. Just shoot the first arrow and then try and add all the rest in around it. Let's go shoot another group. that group came in at about probably 4 to 5 inches. Let's see if we can do better. Couldn't resist it. Now they're hitting that golf ball's put me off. Not bad. We're going to have a look. Beautiful sunny day here in southeastern Australia. As you can see, oh well, he's come off. So we had one on the golf ball. I've got 3 here, and here's 2 after I hit the golf ball. Got a bit excited. Lost focus. Yeah, so that's just what that little bow's sort of capable of. That's if focused properly. So yeah, the design of that bow, it just leads to stability, you know, personally for myself. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about getting into archery, it might be well worth having a look at that style of bow, you know. It looks a bit ugly, but the thing is, will it do the job? I purchased that one from just on eBay online from Arch Quick in Melbourne, if you're here in Australia. It was under $200. I just used the 500 spine with 200 grains up front. I do with a lot of my bows, my 40-pound bows. Seems to be a good recipe. Nothing special. Not tuned, just out of the box with the arrows with the 200 grains up front. Other arrows I got tuned specifically for other purposes, but yeah, if you're starting out, might be worth looking at that style of bow because it is so stable when you draw the bow. It's different to my other recurves, and obviously the long bow's got a flat handle, flat grip on it, like a hill style bow, which I've purposely modified because I wanted that experience with a hill style bow. Yeah, obviously that shorter bow is no good if you've got a very long draw weight. So if you're a beginner, a lady or a youth looking at getting into archery, and there are a few other ones available of that design that over in China they've got takedown versions of it that are 58 inches long, which I'd probably say would probably be even more stable, a little bit more pleasant to draw because of the slightly longer length of the bow. That one stacks pretty quickly. Most of the power comes in pretty late, probably the last third of the draw of the bow. But yeah, it might be worth a while if you're looking for another plinker, you know, for the backyard or knock around bow. because you've already got a few. Might be well worth a look. So anyhow, guys, that's something I thought I'd never ever do, sort of give a bow a bit of a rap. But I always sort of promised myself that I'd just show people what I've got. But from my own perspective, my own personal view, that little bow is quite surprising. So might be worth a look, if you're thinking about buying another bow, something different. It's a great little bow for swing drill. It's definitely nice and light. Seems to point. Seems to point really well. As soon as you put that load on the string and start drawing the bow and bring your bow arm up, it seems to want to point quite well. So anyhow, guys, a lot of chat, not much arrows slung. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you to all the subscribers and everybody that comments. It's much appreciated. Please put something in the comments, whether they're good or bad. All gratefully accepted. Peace and happiness from down under. Cheers, guys.